From starring in commercials to getting his big break in a comedy mockumentary, the three-point demon Steph Curry's toughest challenge might just be putting the C in the NBA. That's right, Steph Curry's coming to the small screen on NBC. Deadline revealed that the Golden State Warriors legend is set to star in an upcoming NBC sitcom. It's called Mr. Throwback, and Curry will be playing himself in a mockumentary-style show. Think Curb Your Enthusiasm mixed with something like The Office. Steph will star opposite Adam Pally, the actor from 101 Places to Party Before You Die. Of course, though, the big news isn't about Pally getting another acting gig. It's the fact that Steph's ready to trade the hardwood for Hollywood, and it should be an exciting watch. Although how good he'll be as an actor is a different story altogether. Usually when the cameras are on him, the 35-year-old tends to put on a show for the audience. But whether he can translate that onto the small screen is hard to say. Many believe it's the toughest challenge that he's faced so far in his life. And I'm not gonna lie, the 2016 NBA Finals were tough. The back-to-back championships after that weren't easy either. And of course, his latest championship run last season with Golden State wasn't exactly a piece of cake. But he's not a normal person. For someone like you or me, it might be easier to transition into acting than it is to sink a half-court three-pointer. The NBA guard will find it a little harder to do that. But the good thing is, he's no stranger to getting out of his comfort zone. The man's got plenty of experience in terms of acting as well. Yeah, Steph's been co-hosting Holy Moly. Now, thing is, someone as talented as Curry shouldn't limit himself only to basketball, and he hasn't. He's a decent golf player too, and it didn't come as a surprise when he ventured into a mini golf series. Steph's been hosting a multiplayer mini golf competition on TV. It's been around for 4 seasons already, and while there's no confirmation on a 5th, rumors suggest that it might just be renewed. After all, it does have a 7.1 IMDb rating, so that wouldn't be a bad move. The idea about having a mini golf competition on TV came from Steph's love for the sport, and he wasn't afraid to bring that idea to reality, as he also helped produce the show. Known for changing the NBA with the three-point revolution, it seems that Steph's something of a genius when it comes to the small screen as well. He talked about how it was a show that people hadn't seen before, but he brought it around and took it to a whole new level, and it's been a hit. So it's safe to say that it won't be Steph's first acting role, as he knows a thing or two about it already. Plus, he's been in many commercials too, and while the comedic timing can be a little off at times, there's hope that he'll pull it off. But with questions over his acting skills, let me assure you that he'll do just fine. That's because he's got some experience in acting, apart from commercials, and co-hosting too. Yep, the 4-time NBA champion has dipped his toes into television before. Back in 2017, the legend appeared on HBO's Ballers alongside his wife, Ayesha Curry, and he held his own. I mean, sure, it wasn't like he had a lot of room for impressing as an actor. He was just playing himself. But he also played an animated version of himself on both The Simpsons and Family Guy in 2017.
This is exciting for the whole Bay Area to be just 4 games away from the championship.
Dad, I duked.
The other team's not just gonna go away, though. We've got to stay focused. Keep doing what we've been doing.
This is truly his big break, though. And as someone who goes all out, you'd be surprised to know that Steph's not just starring in it, he's also the executive producer. Yep, the point guard has a multimedia company too. Is there anything he can't do? And when he's not making no-look threes on the NBA courts.
After another. Like it had eyes. Oh, it turned around on it. Don't turn your back on it. We live on location, everybody. Steph Curry is in the building.
Curry spends his time behind the cameras with his company, Universal Television and Unanimous Media. He started the company 5 years ago, and over their half-a-decade-long journey, the company has signed a lucrative multi-year deal with NBC Universal. Unanimous Media was the reason Steph's brainchild of Holy Moly came to reality, and the company also produced Apple's brilliant docuseries, Underrated. Steph believes that making the natural transition from behind the camera to center stage is something that he can't wait to do. to. Meanwhile, Rick Payton, the CEO, said that they're excited to continue working with NBC and are thrilled to develop a project as fun and entertaining as Mr. Throwback. The team collectively is of the view that they've got a gem in store and can't wait for the world to see it. That said, I know most of these experiments go horribly wrong, but with Kevin Garnett's cameo making Uncut Gems a success, people have their fingers crossed. Fans, though, tend to tune in anyway, and it's a chance to see their favorite superstars out of their comfort zones. Anyway, something feels different about Mr. Throwback. It might just be because the idea behind it is pretty interesting. It's a show about a memorabilia dealer, but one who hasn't had much luck lately. However, he's got a trump card, which is the fact that his 6th grade teammate was none other than the NBA legend Steph Curry. See, it's interesting and sounds like a super fun idea. Let's see how they execute it. Given NBC's success with shows like The Office and Parks and Recreation, you can't tell me this won't be good. It'll all depend on how well Steph can adapt as an actor and if he can bring his comedic chops from normal life to the screen, because he's hilarious in real life. The show writers David Casp and the duo of Matthew Libman and Daniel Libman have fantastic resumes too. After all, they wrote Happy Endings, and it was a huge success lately with Pally absolutely killing it and people demanding more. The writing team have also produced a lot of their own hit work like Black Monday, Keenan, and my favorite, The Mick and Solar Opposites. Pally also took to Twitter to reveal his excitement about the upcoming show. He tweeted how he's been telling people for years that he's best friends forever with Steph Curry. Seems like we'll finally have to believe him, but not sure if his character on the show will have such an easy time convincing people. As far as the fans are concerned, there's been mixed reactions. Most fans are interested in giving the show a chance purely because of how much they enjoyed Happy Endings.
Now everybody, just kind of act cool, you know? Real cool, like.
Yes.
What is that?
Yeah, Dave. Don't embarrass us in front of Chase, okay?
Some do have doubts about Steph's ability to act, but have faith in David Casp and the Libmans to pull off a hilarious show. There were some other glass-half-empty comments too full of criticism for the Warriors star. A fan remarked that this shows how Steph doesn't want to play basketball anymore. Given the Warriors' shortcomings this season, it's an understandable statement, but he literally won the Finals MVP and a 4th NBA championship just a few months ago.
The 2022 Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP award goes to Stephen Curry.
Can you imagine if this is Steph the NBA? Then the rest of the teams better hope he doesn't shift his complete focus, because it's curtains for them. Back to the comments. Though some Happy Endings fans were disappointed that the writers had shifted their focus and wanted another season for that one rather than a new venture, which they believe will also be canceled after a couple of seasons. But there was also a lot of optimism. Whether the show actually turns out to be good is anyone's guess, and there's only one way to find out: by tuning in. Currently, the comedy is in the works. And that's all I have to say on Steph Curry's toughest challenge yet.